In the last episode, we left off at the massive eruption that marks the Triassic-Jurassic extinction, which happened not too long ago, just over 200 million years ago. To be exact, according to the documentary, 201 million years ago. We have to be precise. The prologue begins and we are introduced to Pangaea splitting into two, an event that will gradually happen during the Jurassic. First, we go to Gondwana, the continent in the south, and we are shown the pterosaurs in the Jurassic, which survived. By the way, this is the review of episode 2 of the documentary The Dinosaurs on Netflix. I already did the review of the first episode in case you want to go watch it here. But you might be wondering, how were they able to survive that mass extinction and that volcanic eruption? Obviously, most of the species did get wiped out, but the species that were closer to the sea, the more flexible ones with a varied diet, and the ones that were a bit smaller and needed less food, were the ones that had a better chance of adapting. Besides, with the extinction of many other species, ecological niches started opening up, giving opportunities that didn't exist before, and having wings is a really good advantage for escaping from unfavorable environments. Here we're formally introduced to the first sauropod of the series, Volcanodon, next to a Massospondylus, and they do this a lot like it's Dragon Ball. They bring in an old character like Massospondylus and then introduce this new character just to compare them and to show that this new character is much bigger, much stronger, and much better than the previous one, and that, well, now he's the boss. It's like when they brought back Mecha Frieza in the Android Saga, and then Trunks showed up and took him out with his sword really fast, kind of showing that the guy from before doesn't matter anymore, now I'm the boss. But obviously we have to make a small distinction. It's not like the sauropod just went poof and now I'm the cool one. No, these were gradual changes of adaptation that took millions and millions of years, and that's something that it's not really made clear in the documentary, but it's something I want you to know. In that same segment, we're shown the Heterodontosaurus, where it's shown using its cheeks like a squirrel to store food. I don't know if this is just a guess, but learning is always great. I didn't know that, so 10 out of 10. Oh, and it's also revealed that this is the ancestor of many other dinosaurs we know and love, like Stegosaurus and Triceratops. Oh man, if you haven't seen this episode, please do yourself a favor and go watch it, because Stegosaurus gets its anime protagonist moment, and it's the best moment so far. We move from the south to the north to the second continent, which is called Laurasia. In the south, it was implied that the pterosaurs survived, and here it's implied that some reptiles, besides the dinosaurs, did as well. These are still with us, and I'll give you a second to guess who we're talking about. Ready? Well, they're crocodiles or crocodilomorphs. Again, many lineages went extinct, but those aquatic ones with a slightly more adaptable and opportunistic metabolism were the ones that survived and are with us today. Well, at least their descendants. Here we're introduced to the Dilophosaurus. You know, that dinosaur with a frill all over its head that was actually just marketing in Jurassic Park to sell dinosaurs. These actually had a crest, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that we're introduced to a female in the swamp and they build up a terrible suspense. It feels like a scene from a horror movie, just to see a male Dilophosaurus and make you crap your pants, but actually, he just wanted to be loved, and that's how a lot of scary things in life are, they just need a little love. The male does a courtship ritual for the female, and it's known that many theropods did this behavior of scraping the ground because there's fossil evidence, which is a really nice detail. And it also shows sexual dimorphism, meaning visible differences between female and male that vary between the sexes. In this case, the coloration of the crest and also the neck, where the male had this very vibrant reddish color, while the female was paler, and they're probably taking inspiration from, well, modern birds. After embarrassing himself, the male is rejected by the female, and I'm getting annoyed. We've had 2 courtship rituals. In the first episode with the pterosaurs, the male is eaten by a Lilian sternus, as Morgan Freeman says, and in the second, he's completely rejected. So I definitely think the producers are projecting themselves through these males. Before we continue, thank you so much to everyone who has already subscribed and joined my Nature Lovers mailing club, where every month I'll be sending you art of a particular animal. This month, it's the sea otter's turn. This is a linoleum print carved and made by me. I'll also be sending you this beautiful leaf bookmark designed and made by me. Each otter is holding something different. This one has a stone, this one a clam, and this one a sea urchin. Also a sea otter sticker. Of course, it's a mail club, so you'll receive a letter written by me with a thank you note and also some fun facts about the species. And also, each envelope comes with a stamp carved and made by me. If you'd like to support me and get my art, the link in the description will be there so you can subscribe and receive art of a different animal every month. Thank you very much, and let's continue. We've reached the tragic moment of the episode. Yes, even more tragic than what we just saw. Remember the Mazospondylus they mocked as useless and trash at the start for being compared to a sauropod? Now they set it on fire due to methane gas and its dried up habitat. Seriously, was that necessary? In the first episode, they caught its great-great-great-great-grandfather and a crocodile took it, so just leave it alone. And just like that, we skip 40 million years. We're not going to talk about the Mazospondylus anymore, that's fine. Here we go back to the sauropods, where we see some beautiful Mamenchisaurus. The designs of the sauropods are really nice. Just don't say in high school that your favorite dinosaurs are the long necks, or else they're going to call you deep throat. This didn't happen to me, but it's good advice. Anchionis, beautiful design, my favorite so far. This design already appeared in Life on Our Planet, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in that documentary, but the Velociraptor also appears, and this one is a bit more generic, and there's a nice escape sequence. The Anchionis uses its claws to climb, and we see it gliding with its wings. Well, with its feathers. Oh, and then a pterosaur eats it. There are no happy endings here, what can I say? I skipped that part really quickly because I already wanted to talk about the Stegosaurs and Allosaurs, beautiful designs. The Stegosaurs are incredible. The female Allosaurus with the scar. Beautiful. And they make us understand something very important. Not all dinosaurs were perfect. They had scars, they had diseases, infections, bones with cancer have been found, among other things, and it's a very good detail that should be understood. In this part of the documentary, there are fights, there are blows, and defensive behaviors from the Stegosaurs, which I suppose that defensive formation is speculation, but oh well. There's the female Allosaurus with the scar against a lagging Stegosaurus. And I was already resigned thinking, they're going to beat up the Stegosaurus, they always turn the herbivores into mincemeat, it's going to be dinner, and boom, right to the hip, it gets hit with the tail, and I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful. In nature, you have to be just as careful with herbivores as with carnivores. Dude, they don't want to eat you, but they're really territorial and always on the defensive, precisely because everyone's always trying to eat them. Oh, and in the documentary, they took the opportunity and another Allosaurus, which was introduced to us a bit earlier, shows up and eats the female Allosaurus, showing us cannibalistic behavior. 10 out of 10. This is pretty much where the episode ends, but not before giving us a little sneak peek of the next episode, with Snow and a feathered Tyrannosaurus stalking some sauropods, if I'm not mistaken, because I watched the episode a few days ago. But I also want to take this chance to show you my feathered Tyrannosaurus Rex figure. I found this one at a street market for 150 pesos. Quite a bargain. It's from the Safari brand, by the way. Ooh! This has been my favorite episode so far. There have only been 2, but it's really good. The action is intense, which I appreciate, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the Netflix documentary, go watch it, or find another way to see it if you don't have Netflix. And that's it. Remember to subscribe. Join the mailing list, and that's all. As I always say, remember to follow me and love nature. I'll see you in a few days to review episode 3. Thank you.